Hello there. So this is going to be a kind of a different kind of video than what I normally do. I'm just going to go over the locations I had my fire alarm system mounted in that house that my family and I used to live in, and where I should have mounted all of it. So starting off with those two devices, the Firelight BG12L and this Spectral Light Closet remote strobe, I mounted them right above each other like that because it was on top of the bed, obviously. And then as I move to other devices within this video, that's the Simplex True Alert speaker show that I have, and what I should have done with that one and the Real-Light MCW or Real-Light E70-MCW speaker show that I have, I should have just did those as a separate system for something such as tornado alerts or any other type of weather thing like that. Alright, and continuing on. Let's see. There's another device that oh, that's also my smart sync module right there. And this Spectral Light Closet remote horn. See, I got the closet horn and the closet strobe like separate devices, but probably what I should have done is get a combined horn strobe Spectral Light Closet and just did it that way, or I could have just kept this closet in here like this and put that remote strobe you seen earlier in like a bathroom or something like that. But anyway, let's see if I can skip through this a little bit. Oh, yes. Now that's Special Ed Advance right there. I guess I could. I guess that was a good spot for it. It was like right there in the hallway. So that's a good spot for that. And then there was this notifier NBG1 pulsation. It was just mounted just there near the entrance to the hallway, but I could have placed it like near the front door. That's what I was just thinking. Should have put that like near the front door or something like that. Then there's this EST Genesis horn strobe, and it basically just on the other side of the wall than the Spectral Light Advance is on. So basically two devices right next to each other. But now that I think about it a little more, I could have put the Spectral Light Advance in the living room on the ceiling. Could have found a way to do that, even though the ceiling in there was slanted. And then put this Genesis either in the hallway or in one of the two bathrooms, and just connected only the strobe part as a Genesis remote strobe. Basically has a horn drill like that, but only the strobe part is there. There's no horn inside that drill for the remote strobe variety of the Genesis, so I could have done it that way. And then there's this little Edwards 278B-1120 pull station that I could have put near the back door in the dining room area, but instead I put it right there in the kitchen area. Which, to be honest, I'm not sure if dining room or kitchen was the better place for it, but either way it would have been in the same area. So, and then once I move the camera up, you'll see the Relock E70-MCW speaker strobe that I was talking about. See, I could have just connected that and the True Alert to its own separate system, using for tornado emergencies and all that kind of thing. Now, I did have another device connected to this system. I'm not sure why it is not appearing in this video I have on here, so I may need to find a different video that does have it. Okay, so this is that other device that I was talking about, the Simple ST wall pull station. It was like on this wall right here, like close to a window or something like that. And see, I was originally, when mounting this one, thinking about putting it on a wall that would be closer to the door of that room. However, if I had done that, then okay, so I wasn't able to actually show that wall right there, so I'm just gonna bring it back right there. But anyway, the wall that was closer to the door of that room was basically like, if I put this pull station on that wall, then someone would have ran into it, and that possibly would not have been a good thing. And now I am going to show you a photo or a video of the same house, but without all these alarms, so I can show you the places that I'm referring to. So just go into my YouTube channel, right in here, find that video. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, I know it's around here somewhere. Alright, did I pause it? Well then, that's quite interesting, isn't it? Well then, guess I'll use this one. Ah. You see, that was where the tour lot was. And technically, that was a good spot for it. And then that was that spot where that T-ball was. Like I said earlier, I could have just put it near that door had there not been the chance of someone running into it. And then that's where the BG12L and the Special Lot Classic remote strobe were. And like I said before, I could have put the Classic like I could have put the remote strobe Classic in one of the two bathrooms, and the BG12L kind of like lower on that wall, somewhere near the light switch. That would have been a good idea. And then that was where the Special Alert Advance used to be, so that would be a good, technically was a good spot for it. However, I could have placed it on the ceiling in the living room, and you know, found a way to place it on the ceiling in the living room. And then that's where that notifier NBG1 pull station was. No wait, actually, I said earlier in the video I called it NBG1. I think I meant BNG1. Yeah, it's the notifier BNG1. So yeah, I could put that pull station near the front door of the house. And then if Genesis was right there, could have put it either in the hallway or turned it into a remote strobe by only placing a strobe, by only connecting the wires to the strobe port and just using it as a remote strobe in a bathroom. And that area there is where the Edwards 278B-1120 pull station and the Wheelock E70-MCW speaker strobe were. Like I said, I could have put that pull station near the back door of the house and then placed kept the E70 where it was, and just ran the wires for that to the True Alert, and then had those connected to an amplifier, and provided the voice messages for like severe weather and all that. So if we ever get another house where I can mount my fire alarm system to it, then I'll definitely think about those changes. And also, I know some of those devices I own, like the Special Alert Advance, had different volume options, different candela output options. And for that device, I could have placed the spectral light valance on low volume, because don't technically need it on high volume unless it's in a bigger area. And for the candela output, it was basically a spectral light valance PC2WH, which is a higher candela version of the spectral light valance. So I could have placed it on the lowest volume setting that particular version of the spectral light valance has, but I decided for high volume for some unknown reason. And then the spectral light closet remote strobe, there was a way to change the candela output on that, and I kept the candela output on that one to 15, I believe, 15 candela. But I believe I could have upped I could have bumped that up a little bit more, maybe like 75 candela or something like that. But yeah, that's just what I did with the fire alarm system, and some things that I could have done instead. And that spectral light closet remote horn, well, that one should have stayed where it was in my bedroom, or I could have gotten a combined horn strobe instead of a separate horn and strobe. But anyway, if you liked this video, go ahead and drop a like, and also post a comment in the comment section for if you have any ideas of what I could have done with that system. And also subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you all next time.